Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bible and Games, the only place on the internet where you can get your daily dose of Bible reading and your video game fix all at the same time. Today we're still playing Super Mario Bros. 3, and we are going to finish up World 4 here. Rescue the princess from the castle. She says, "Help, help!" And we are in the book of Genesis. And today we're actually going to we were in the book, we were in chapter 4, we left off in verse 16, but I just want to skip back a little bit again yet, because there's so much in the Bible, so much to get through, and there's so many games to get through, and I really want to get through Super Mario 3 fairly quickly here, so we can start playing some others. Ooh, I wonder what we'll play. I think I'll give you the option if anybody wants to comment. Feel free to comment or suggest any games after we're done with Super Mario 3 here. NES or SNES games. Let's get right on into the castle. There's always a king, and he's always being transformed. And he's always lost his wand. He's a dinosaur. That's kind of cool. I guess they're probably one of my favorites in this world is, and also the fact that the king here gets turned into a dinosaur is even extra cool. I guess technically Mario takes place in a world of dinosaurs, especially if you look at Super Mario World for the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Let's get those coins down there. Let's jump up here, because I think, yep. So, if we can stay on this thing, we can bounce our way right across all of that. Look at him trying to get me down there. You ain't going anywhere, though. I'm invincible. Let's see. You just gotta really take your time through these. Wow, where did you come from? Get out of there. That's what I thought. So, yeah, you really just gotta take your time getting through these. Well, it makes you take your time. Actually, oh no, never mind. I should have been able to jump up there. Oh, that's close. Ah, man, no! I did it! I think you can jump, you can skip this part here if you could jump. And of course if you had your feather, which I conveniently lost again, always doing that. Yeah, let me show you how to do this, and look at that. And then I lose the feather. Maybe there's a block up here. Yes, there is! And it— no! How did that happen? I think I walked right through it. That wasn't fair. Okay. This is— I'm not sure who this is. He looks kinda goofy looking. He's got hair. So they all actually are distinguishable from one another. Of course you have Wendy. I think she's the only girl Koopaling, and the others all are different looking. For the most part, they all just jump around and try to shoot magical orbs at you. Look at the king! He he looks like he's from the the guy from Aladdin, the the thing. The thief who stole the whistle has escaped to the other side of the sand dunes. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. We'll take it. We'll certainly take it. Like I said, we'll probably end up using these a lot towards the end. Ah, man, you know what? At this point, if I get any more items, it's going to cover up what's in your last slot. So I'm going to have to actually use something here. We should start using these the mushrooms. Now, I would use a star, but I'm not sure what this level 1 is. This is World 5. This is actually one of my favorites, though some would say it's difficult, and I generally don't extremely love the sky worlds in Mario, but I like this one. And of course I like the fact that Mario 3 actually introduced the overworld. So does God want us to not have knowledge? What's up with going back to chapter 2, chapter 3? What's up with God putting a tree in the midst of the garden anyway? And then telling us not to take from that tree. For one thing, in my mind, I think God wanted to see what would happen, honestly, and ultimately giving us what we have now and what we've had from the very beginning, a free will to choose. You know, people say that we serve a God who is not loving, oppressive, whatever you want to call it, a mean God, a cruel God. But is he really? He gave us life. He gave us a wonderful life. Life itself, like we've talked about before, cannot exist. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist naturally. No matter how the evolutionists or the millions of years that happen, it just doesn't happen. There's so many variables. There's so many things hostile to human life, to life in this world, especially in the fallen world we live in right now, 2020. There's so many things against life that it's simply a fairy tale to think that life evolved from nothing in millions of years. And of course, we just don't see that time happening on the Earth by a lot of different metrics. I mean, look up in Juby Genesis Week on YouTube. Everything I've learned from him. He's a great geologist, creationist who studies these things. And look through his content because you'll learn a lot. Obviously, I'm not going to go into that here because we don't have time, and we're trying to get through a game too, Super Mario 3. But I'll just redirect you there, and of course there's Ken Ham, and all the content that he has. He's got a lot of good stuff that's biblical and accurate to the truth. Let's see. So, some skeptics see the word knowledge in this verse, and they conclude that God wants to prohibit man from having knowledge. They claim God likes people to be ignorant and unthinking, but they fail to consider what it is the knowledge of. Before sin was in the world, Adam and Eve knew and experienced only good. In fact, God's entire creation was very good, as we talked about before. He looked at it and called it very good. But their sin brought evil into the world, and once mankind knew both good and evil, because remember, they did eat of the fruit of the tree, and that fruit, by however means, supernatural, whatever means that it was, gave them and opened their eyes to the knowledge of good and evil. Once mankind knew both good and evil, he had to choose between the two. God tells us, I have set before you today life and good, death and evil. Therefore, choose life, that both you and your descendants may live. And that's out of Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 15. The same skeptics will often complain about the evil they see in the world and blame it on God, yet it was because of Adam and Eve's desire to know good and evil that we now know and experience evil. However, in the new heavens and new earth there shall be no more evil, no more suffering, no more death. God's new creation will once again be very good and perfect. And I'll have to say amen to that. Okay, World 1. I like the little squiggly clouds in the sky. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the first time we're seeing those clouds. Otherwise, we see the clouds that have the little eyes on them. Let's see, I think there is if I don't lose my feather, stay away from that guy, chain chomp over there. We can get a good running jump. Let's see. Nope. 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 No! It's okay, never mind. Let's see, what's over here? Mushroom. Past these guys. No. No. Okay, I really wasn't trying there, I admit. Because I want to show you the secret that you can fly up there and get. There's a pipe. Give us the opportunity to use some of these mushrooms anyway. Now this guy, I'm not sure what that guy is. It's kind of weird. He just comes running after you. So if you weren't paying attention while you started the level, if you get up to walk away to go to the bathroom, that guy comes along and he's going to get you right away. It's a trick. Aw, man. What? Alright, here we go. There we go. Barely made it, but we made it. So, for some reason, if somehow or another you're small, let's see. Wait a minute. Alright, did you see that? That is a trickery of the using the controls and the game mechanics against itself. So you bend down, push down right before you press A to start taking off the fly. You can make it up there. Otherwise, honestly, I don't know how I'd expect you to make it. Because there's no way to shrink yourself down once you get in there by getting attacked by an enemy or anything. So I think I intend for you to find that secret like that. Or somehow fly up there. Let's see. We can go down. Or we can go up here. And really, if you fall down in there and you don't know what you're doing the first time, you will end up missing that. And then you can't go this direction. So if you go in that pipe, let's see what we have in here. I don't know if I want that. Never mind, because it just disappeared. What a weird little glitch. It's glitched. Guess it can only load up one thing at a time on the screen there. It must cancel out when you get the... Must cancel out whatever power-ups happen to be there when you get the... When you get another one. Like a 1-up or a mushroom or whatever it might be. So we basically skipped a lot of that level by doing that. Oh man, I didn't get the star that time. Yeah, God gives us a free will, and I know I keep coming back to that over and over again, but that's what happened. I mean, God didn't force Adam and Eve to be a robot. They did decide within themselves, knowing what God had said. Don't eat of the tree. Don't eat of that tree in the midst of the garden. And what did they do? Well, they had some input from Satan, that great deceiver, and then they had God's word. They chose, Eve did, and then she deceived Adam, of course, as well, followed, to follow what the serpent had said. Let's get this mushroom house. A Tanuki suit! I knew it. See, if you hit the middle one, or maybe it's just the later levels. The later levels, you end up having a better chance of getting like the either the Tanuki suit or the... You know, I have so many of these things that I keep picking up. The music boxes. And a bunch of frog suits that I need to get rid of. So the music boxes, I might have explained this before already. They give you, or they put all the Hammer Bros that are on the screen, like these two here, to put them to sleep. Let me just go ahead and use it and show you. Well, wait. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use it. I've got so many of them. So basically, that happens and you can basically go through them. You can skip them. You don't have to fight them. Honestly, I don't know why you'd want to do that. Where's the fun in doing that? Where's the fun in skipping or cheating? There's no fun in that. There's no fun in that, but I say that that isn't. I say that like it's not reasonable sometimes, especially some of these old games. Wow, I just got him through the pipe while holding the spiky troller. The spike troll. I honestly, I haven't looked it up. I don't know what the name of them are. Feel free to yell at me if someone knows in the comments. Let's see. Now I like this level. You get to jump around and go in the boot. It's like a little wind up on the side. I never did quite understand it. It's so bizarre. There's enemies that are in this boot, and you can basically boot them out and then steal the boot. Nice, because you can walk over those piranhas there. You can jump on the spiky strollers and it won't hurt you. There's another one. Alright, we're gonna leave him in there for right now. So they put these in this level knowing that, of course, you're going to need to figure out how to get one of these, because it makes it a whole lot easier. Just jump through here, not having to worry about that happening. I just lost it. Could go back. Get that other one. The beginning there, but we're almost done through here. We'll just leave that coin. One coin. One coin's not gonna hurt anything. 1 penny's not gonna hurt anything. Alright. Oh, and we got a card. Okay, let's just go ahead and get that. Because I think we have... Yep. 2 more sets to match. Nope. Okay. There's the star. Wait, you know what? Oh, man. Do I have enough room? Because like I said, it'll skip over, let's see, it'll go over my... And I think it did anyway, already. Wasn't paying attention. So I have 3 P flyers, I had 4. Let's see. And if I get more... Let's use a star. If I use more items... Let's just use a star in here to power through these guys. See what we get. Another star! A star for a star! We'll take it. So I think we'll leave it here. Let's just use these things up. Use that one. Like I said, I really don't use them because, like I said, you get items from defeating the Hammer Bros. So I don't see the point in skipping them altogether. So. We'll be in the book of Genesis chapter 4, maybe this time, unless the Lord takes me somewhere else. This time, for sure, we'll be in verse 16 in chapter 4. As always, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified of new videos when I upload them. I do this for me and for you, and we can learn and grow together while reading through the Bible, so feel free to get involved by posting any comments or anything you would like to add that pertains to the Bible or the game we're playing. Hope you enjoy it. Good night. And we'll see you next time. God bless.